Once, in a forgotten village veiled by mist and time, lived a curious girl named Karen. She had only one toy, one tattered dress, and a pair of wooden clogs her mother had carved by hand. They pinched her feet and echoed loudly as she walked. A sound that reminded her she belonged to a world that had given her very little. "Mom," she once asked, gazing at the night sky, "what are those lights?" "They are stars, Karen, souls that once lived on Earth. When someone leaves us, their spirit joins the sky." Karen nodded, imagining her place among the stars. But one cruel winter, her mother fell terribly ill. Desperate to find medicine, Karen walked barefoot through snow-laced streets. Along the way, something glimmered in a half-buried box, a pair of red shoes, impossibly beautiful, glowing as if stitched with ruby tears. "Look, Mother," she whispered, returning home. They were just left there. Her mother's eyes clouded with dread. "Those shoes are not for you. Promise me you won't wear them." Karen hesitated but nodded. She hid them beneath her bed. Weeks passed. Her mother grew weaker, until one night, Karen awoke to silence. She looked outside, and there in the sky, a new star had appeared. At the funeral, the grief was unbearable. Against her promise, Karen slipped on the red shoes. Whispers rippled through the mourners. "Red," at a funeral. But Karen did not hear them. She felt alive for the first time, as if the shoes had lit a fire inside her. Afterward, a kindly old woman offered Karen a home. "You're alone no longer," she said. "Come, I will raise you like my own." The old woman treated her kindly. But as years passed, Karen became defiant, cold. She missed the fire. She missed her red shoes. One day at market, Karen spotted a new pair, identical to the cursed shoes she once wore. "Buy them for me," she demanded. The old woman shook her head. "We can't afford both black and red. Pick the black ones. For church, for funerals, you must learn dignity." Karen threw a tantrum in the square, and out of pity or guilt the old woman bought both, giving up her last coins. But the red shoes were not just shoes. That night, a strange knock came at their door. A royal messenger. The king's daughters, all 12, were plagued by a dark mystery. Every morning, their shoes were worn to shreds, though their bedroom door stayed locked. The king had offered a reward. Anyone who could uncover the truth would win the hand of a princess and the crown. Karen's eyes lit up. "I want to go," she said. "Let me try." "You. But I'm not asking." Karen packed the red shoes, tucked beneath her dress. At the castle, dozens had failed. But Karen, she had a secret. That night, she met a strange beggar woman outside the gates. The crone smiled with toothless wisdom. "You carry cursed blood on your feet, child. Take this." She offered a silver cloak. "It will make you invisible. But beware what you drink, and do not trust what glitters." Inside, the youngest princess offered Karen a goblet of golden wine. She pretended to sip, but poured it behind a curtain. Midnight struck. The princesses moved. Karen watched as their beds slid aside, revealing a hidden stairwell beneath the floor. She followed, cloaked in silver shadow. Beneath the castle lay an otherworldly forest. Trees with branches of crystal, a black river with swan-shaped boats, and across the waters, a castle of mirrors and fire, where shadows danced and music never stopped. Each princess paired with a masked prince, and danced endlessly. Their shoes tore, yet they danced harder, faster. Karen's red shoes pulsed at her side. Suddenly, they leapt from her bag and strapped themselves to her feet. "No, not now." She twirled uncontrollably into the hall of mirrors. The shoes had found their power. She danced past goblets, downstairs, through thorned vines that drew blood from her legs. Her body ached, her breath shattered in gasps. The mirrored walls whispered, "You wanted beauty. You wanted power. Now dance," she screamed. "Enough, I'll change. I swear I'll change this." Shoes heard. They flew from her feet like birds set ablaze and clattered into the abyss. Karen collapsed, bruised, broken, but free. She limped back with a silver branch from the cursed forest and a golden goblet from the mirror castle. "I know your daughter's secret," she told the king the next day. At first, he didn't believe her, until she showed him the items. The princesses wept. Their secret was undone. "I choose none," Karen said. "I do not want the crown. I want peace." The king honored her choice. Years later, the young prince she once met at her first funeral returned. He had searched for her, not for her beauty, but her strength. This time, she wore no shoes at all, and for the first time, Karen danced of her own will.